Hey guys, and welcome to this video where I'm going to draw my life. You're going to see how it all started, and I really hope you guys like this video and will watch it till the end. It all began Friday the 13th of December 1991. I love Christmas, and maybe it's just because of my birthday, but I love that time of the year. I was born as a single child with my dad and with my mom, of course. I love both my parents and they're still together, they're not divorced. I have two brothers on my dad's side, but they're only half brothers and I didn't grow up with them. I've always been a huge fan of video games, but I was too scared to play them myself, so I actually ended up playing them with my dad. And that was only when I was smaller. As I grew up, I actually learned how to enjoy games. But we played games like Doom and Wolfenstein, all that kinds of games together, and I loved it. And that's pretty much how I started getting into gaming. After some time when I grew up, of course, I got my very first PlayStation 1. I loved it. I played a lot of games like Spyro on it, and it was so much fun. I played some card games as well. Taken and all that kind of stuff. I played most of the games with my best friend. It was a boy, but we loved playing together, both video games and also like playing in the garden and stuff like that. Talking about boys and playing with boys, I always been more into playing with boys than girls. I always been into more climbing in trees and running and then stuff like that. Compared to playing with girls, I always been into cars and other things like that. So I've always been kind of like the boy girl, if that makes any sense. When I started in school, I didn't really like studying. I always preferred being creative and drawing and video games, of course. So I never really liked studying. I think my best class was probably English, but other than that, I was not a big fan of school. So whenever I was off school, I played video games and I went online, I went surfing, and I just spent a lot of time in front of my computer. And of course, whenever you spend a lot of time online, you make a lot of online friends as well. I actually still have some of my online friends from back then. As I got older, even more older, I thought actually I got a depression and I had no energy for school, no energy for fun or friends or anything. So I went to the doctor and we found out that it wasn't a depression, but I got something called hyperthyroidism. I gained a lot of weight from the medication, but most important is that I got happy again. I got all my energy back and I felt like I could conquer the world again. And at the same time, I actually finished school, or gymnasium in Danish, or you would probably compare that to college. But in the summer 2012, I was done with school. and I could finally move on and get a job. I was so excited at this time to earn some real money. So probably around the same time, actually a little bit before I ended school, I started writing a lot of blogs on a gaming forum where I actually ended up finding Robin, where we started talking on Steam and we started talking on Skype, and yeah, it ended up that we became boyfriend and girlfriend, and I love him and I love that we shared the passion of gaming together. Around the beginning of 2012, I started streaming as well. At that time I had like 2 viewers and one of them were myself, but I loved it. I started streaming Black Ops 2 and I had so much fun, and it wasn't really serious back then. Maybe I streamed like a couple of times a week. I was so excited when I was finished school to get a job, but I got this horrible job at a factory and I hated it. It was so horrible, but I earned some money so I could actually move. Here I'm trying to draw Denmark. It's not pretty. You can go Google a picture of Denmark if you want to see how it looks like. But this is roughly a drawing of Denmark. So me and my parents lived here and we moved all the way to the other side of the country. But I'm really happy for it. Me and Robin moved into this cute little apartment. It's really small. We don't have a lot of space and I really hope we can find a bigger apartment someday. So when me and Robin moved, I tried to study some photography because that was something that really interested me, but it just wasn't something that I liked. And the same with web design. It was actually 2 educations that I dropped out of because it wasn't really me. So every time I come home from school, I spend a lot of time on Twitch, either watching other streamers or streaming. But it was taking a lot of my energy going to school and streaming at the same time. I was so lucky that I got partnered with Twitch, which meant I got my sub button on Twitch. I was so happy. I got it the 3rd of May 2014, actually on my mom's birthday. I was not even home when I got it. But I was so happy because I knew that was going to change the stream. So I got really happy for streaming and I took it really seriously after I got partnered. My biggest dream was to become a full-time streamer. That actually happened in September 2014, only a couple of months later from where I got my sub button. You guys have no idea how big a change you made in my life. Like, all the unicorns is just so much support and I love you guys for it because you guys helped me make my dreams come true and I can't thank you enough for that. So huge thank you if you watched the video so far, and to everyone who ever supported me through Twitch. I owe you guys everything. You are the reason why I can do my job. So DinahThatsMe 2014 and beyond. Thank you guys for watching.